Sairam students, this is the last part of the lesson, fractions and decimals. Let us continue with the same lesson and we are going to learn about division of decimal numbers today. In the last session we have learned about multiplication. Today we will learn about division of decimal numbers. First let us understand dividing by 10, 100, 1000. So when we are dividing it by 10, 100, 1000, this is the way we have to do it. When we divide a number by 10, 100, 1000, the digits of the number and the quotient are the same. But the decimal point in the quotient shifts to the left by as many places as there are zeros over 1. So you can understand this better by example. So let us see here. There are some example. 2510 divided by 10. So here we are dividing this one by 10. So dividend is 2510 and the divisor is 10. So decimal point will be shifted to the left by one place because we are dividing it by 10. So 10 has 1 0. So you will get the quotient 251. Same way we'll see the next one. 2510 divided by 100. So here 100 is there. So 100 has 2 0. So decimal point will be shifted to the left as we are dividing by two places. So you will get 25.10. Same way we will see the next one. 2510 divided by 1000. So here we are dividing it by 1000. So 1000 has 3 0. So you will have to shift decimal point to the left again by 3 places. And you will get the answer 2.51. These all are oral sums. Directly you can write down in your textbook with pencil. Now similar questions are there in the exercise. 4.8 divided by 10, 52.5 divided by 10, 0.7 divided by 10. You can see here directly I have solved it here. 4.8 divided by 10. So point will be shifted to the left by one place. So everywhere in all the question you can see here the decimal point has shifted to the left by one place because we are dividing it by 10. So let us see the next question here. Question number 3 of the exercise. 2.7 divided by 100. So this all decimal numbers are divided by 100. So just now we have learned when we are dividing by 100, decimal point will be shifted to the left by two places. So you can see here 2.7 divided by 100 is, you can see the answer is, the quotient is 0.027. Because you can see 100 has 2 0. So point has shifted to the left by two places. So one place, in one place 2 is there. So other place is empty. So we have to add there 1 0. So your quotient will be 0.027. And before decimal point you can add 1 0. Next one 0.3 divided by 100. Again you can see here, before here we have to take the decimal point to the left by two places. So 1 you have to give to 0. You have to add to 0 before 3 and then you can put decimal point. And before decimal point you can add 1 0. So this is the way you have to show the division of the remaining decimal numbers. So I hope you all followed and you will do it in your textbook. This is all simple question. Only you have to shift the decimal point. Now next one is, here next main thing we are going to learn how to dividing with decimals. So there are two types of division problems involving decimal point. So first one you see here 0.32 divided by 8. So here you can see there is no decimal point in divisor. So this is one kind of division when there is no decimal point in the divisor. Next one you can see decimal point is there in the divisor. So how to do it? Here in the dividend, when you are dividing a number, you know divisor and dividend already we have learned. So 0.32 is the dividend and in the next one you can see 0.8 is the divisor. It also has a decimal point. So let us see how to divide this kind of decimal numbers. So while dividing this kind of questions, you will have to follow certain steps. First thing what you will do, this all are the steps written. While dividing decimals, we remove decimal point and convert into fraction. So first we have to convert into fraction. Then we try to make denominator as 10, 100, 1000 and then we will solve. and in the end we convert again fraction into decimals. So these are the steps we have to follow while dividing decimals. So let us take some example to understand this better. So this is the question number 1 of exercise 2.7. First question is find 0.4 divided by 2, 0.35 divided by 5, 2.48 divided by 4. So here you can see divisor does not have decimal point. Only dividend has decimal point. So let us see how to solve it. So you can see here, first we will have to convert the decimal number, decimal fraction into a fraction. So let us see how it is done. 0.4 we have learned last time. We will have to multiply because there is one decimal place. So we will have to multiply it by both numerator and denominator by 10. So that we have done here. 0.4 when you multiply it by 10, it has become 4, and then in the denominator 10 has come because you have multiplied both numerator and denominator by 10. So 4 upon 10 divided by 2. So division of fraction we have learned before. So if 2 is written, you have to assume that 1 is there in the denominator, 1 is there. So we will have to solve it. First 4 upon 10 we will write, and then division will become multiplication. We have to change the sign, and then 2 we have to write in reciprocal form, which we have learned before. So it will become 1 upon 2. Now you know how to multiply the fraction. 4 into 1. Now if you want, you can reduce it. Here it is reduced. 4 and 2, if you want, you can reduce. 2 2s are 4, or afterwards also you can reduce. 4 1s are 4, and then 10 2s are 20, and then you can reduce. Here it is reduced now only, and 2 upon 10, and then you have to convert into decimal fraction. You can see here 10 is in the denominator. So just now we have learned when we divide, we have to shift the decimal point to the left, and here we have to shift by one place. So you will get 0.2. Next one, 0.35 divided by 5. So here you can see there are two decimal places. So we'll have to multiply numerator and denominator by 100. So when you multiply it by 100, 0.35 will become 35. And then in the denominator we'll get 100. 35 upon 100 divided by 5. And then next step will be 35 upon 100. Division will become multiplication. And 5, reciprocal of 5 is 1 upon 5. And then that is written. And now here 35 and 5 you can reduce. 5 7s are 35. So here 7 is written in the numerator place. In the last step you can see 7 upon 100 is written. Okay, and then you will have to convert this into decimal fraction. So as 100 is there in the denominator, so point will be shifted to the left by 2 places. So one place is occupied by 7. So we will add one 0 before 7 and we'll give decimal point. And before decimal point, remember we can add one more 0. So answer is 0.07. Third question, 2.48 divided by 4. Again we'll do the same thing. We'll convert first into fraction. So we will first have to see the decimal places. There are 2 decimal places. So we'll multiply both numerator and denominator by 100. So point will be removed. You will get 248 upon 248 upon 100 divided by 4. And then next step, 248 upon 100 as it is will write, and then division will become multiplication. We have to change, and then we have to flip this. 4 is 4 upon 1. If we write the reciprocal form, it will become 1 upon 4. And then you can reduce 248 and 4. When you reduce, you will get 62. 62 upon 100. And then again we'll convert it into decimal form, as 100 is there in the denominator, and division 62 divided by 100 upon means division. So point will be shifted to the left by 2 places. So you'll get 0.62. Now these are similar kind of questions. 65.4 divided by 6, 651.2 divided by 4, 14.49 divided by 7. So let us do one by one again. So 65.4, again one decimal place. So we'll write 654 upon 10 divided by 6. And then 654 upon 10, division will become multiplication. And 6 we have to write in reciprocal form. So you'll get 1 upon 6. And then you will reduce this 654 and 6, you will get 109. You can divide it by 2, you can reduce it by 2, and then 109 upon 10, and then at the end you will convert it into decimal form, you will get 10.9. Similarly, fifth question, 651.2 will convert it into fraction, you will get 6512. Point will be removed because we are multiplying both numerator and denominator by 10, and you will get 6512 upon 10, and then division divided by 4, and then in next step we will convert this division to multiplication, and 4 we have to write in reciprocal form, it will become 1 upon 4, and then we are going to multiply 6512 into 1 and 4. Okay, 4 and this two numbers we can reduce before writing, going to the next step, and you will get 1628 divided by 10. Now you can see here 10 is there in the denominator, so point will be shifted to the left side by one place. So the answer will be 162.8. Same way you will do the sixth question also, same method, practice and see whether you get the same answer or no. Now let us go to the next part. Here you can see decimal fraction, you can see both have decimal point. The dividend also has decimal point, even the divisor has the decimal point. So we'll have to remove. So for removing this, what you have to do? You have to multiply both by 10. 3.0 we will multiply it by 10 to remove points, so it will become 30, and 1.2 also will multiply by 10, you will get 12, and then we can divide it. So let us do some more questions like this, where the divisor has decimal point. This is question number 5 of exercise 2.7. 7 divided by 3.5, 36 divided by 0.2. Let us see how to solve the questions. Now the first one is 7 divided by 3.5. So here you can see divisor has decimal point. So first we'll remove the decimal point which is there in divisor. So we will have to multiply both. When you are multiplying, you cannot only multiply the denominator, you have to multiply both numerator and the denominator by the same number. So 7 will be multiplied by 10, 3.5 also will be multiplied by 10, because we want to remove decimal point from divisor. So you can see here you will get 70, 7 tens is 70, 3.5 into 10 is 35. And then when you reduce 70 and 35, you will get 2 as the quotient. Same way, let us go to the next question, 36 divided by 0.2. So again we are going to remove decimal point from the divisor. So for that what you have to do? You have to multiply by 10. So 36 will be multiplied by 10, as well as 0.2 also will multiplied by 10. So we'll get 360, and in denominator we'll get 2. And when you reduce, you'll get 180. Same way we'll go to third question, 3.25 divided by 0.5. Now here there is decimal point. You can see even dividend has decimal point, even the divisor also has decimal point. So we'll have to remove decimal point first. So we'll multiply both numerator and denominator by 100. So here you can see it is divided by 100. So 3.25 into 100, 0.5 also will be multiplied by 100. Both of them are multiplied by 100 to remove decimal point. So you will get 325. Point has removed. Same way here also, 0.5 when you multiply by 100, point will be shifted to the right side by 2 places. So you will get 50. And then now what you will do, you will have to split 50 like this. So we can write like this. In place of here, you can write 1 into 325. So 325 can be splitted like this, 1 into 325. And in denominator, you see how 50 is splitted, 10 into 5, because 10 5s are 50. Why we are writing, I am telling you. This is the reason, because we want to convert it into decimal form easily. So now here you can see 325 and 5 we can reduce. It will be divisible by 5. You will get 65. It is written. And then this fraction 1 upon 10, it will become 65 upon 10. 1 into 65 is 65 upon 10. And then as we are dividing 65 by 10, point will be shifted to the left by 1 place. So you will get 6.5. This is the way you will get the answer. Now next one also like that. Both dividend as well as the divisor has decimal point. So 30.94 divided by 0.7. Same way we are going to remove decimal point. So we will see here 30.94 has 2 decimal places. So we will multiply both numerator and denominator by 100. So here you can see it will become 3094. So it will be easier for you to divide. And in denominator 0.7, when you multiply by 100, so point will be shifted to the right. You remember, when you are multiplying by 100, point will be shifted to the right. And when we are dividing, point will be shifted to the left. So here point will be shifted to the right by how many places? 2 places. So one place already 7 is there. So one more place we will add there 0. And then we'll get 70. Now again we'll split 70 like this, 10 and then 7 will come in the other side. So 7 and then 3094 we have got. When you reduce 3094 by 7, you will get 442. And then 442 divided by 10. When you divide it, point will be shifted to the left by 1 place. So you will get 44.2. So practice all the sums, all the important questions, maximum questions I have taken to make you understand. Now this is a word problem, question number 6. A vehicle covers a distance of 43.2 km in 2.4 liters of petrol. How much distance will it cover in 1 liter of petrol? So you have to find out how much distance will it cover in 1 liter of petrol. So first what is given will write 2.4 liters of petrol is required to cover 43.2 km distance. Therefore 1 liter of petrol will be required to cover, this is the way we'll write, 43.2 divided by 2.4, because when you have to find out how much distance will it cover in 1 liter of petrol, you need to divide, because you have to find out for less. So for 43.2 divided by 2.4. Now you can see decimal point in divisor, it has 1 decimal place. So we are going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 10, which is not shown. But you can see decimal point has removed. It has gone. Now here 432 divided by 24. Now easily you can divide. You will get answer quotient 18 km. And hence the required distance is equal to 18 km. Now this is your home assignment, children. These are the question. You will solve it. Similar questions I have given. You will do it in your notebook. And this is the end of the lesson. Maximum questions I have covered. 1-2 questions like division by 10, 100, 1000, which you can do it in your textbook. Just you have to shift decimal point to the left side. So this way you will practice and you will do all these questions in your homework notebook. Thank you.